Good morning, girls. I am continuing the same chapter, Lines and Angles, and today also I am giving you some extra questions from the book R.D. Sharma. Now, yesterday I gave you two questions, and these were the questions which I had given you yesterday, question number 3 and question number 4, and I told you to solve them, right? If I also told you that if you have any doubt, you can ask me. And after this, question 3 and question 4, I will continue with three more questions today, and that is 5, 6 and 7, which I will show you when I will explain you the diagrams. I'll show you. And today I'll be finishing this chapter because I have completed the three exercises along with the examples, and these are the 3 to 5 extra questions which I have taken up, and complete these questions in your notebook. Right now, today we see this question number 5. It says that L is parallel to M. I will write here L is parallel to M. As you can see in the figure that this angle is given to you as 70 degree. This is 30 degree. You have to find the value of x. Okay. So as you can see that L is parallel to M and CA is the transversal. CA is the transversal. We can find angle x by the angle sum property of this triangle. But before that, what we can do is, because L is parallel to M and CA is a transversal, I will take out this angle as, I'll first name it as angle 1, and this angle I will find it out by the co-interior angle property. Then I will proceed with the angle sum property here, because this angle will be equal to this angle. Okay, this is the whole procedure of the question, this method. So I will write now angle 1 plus 70 degree is equal to 180 co-interior angles. I told you girls, co-interior angles are also named as the angles which are lying on the same side of the transversal. Okay, so angles lying on the same side of the transversal are also called co-interior angles, and they are supplementary. Therefore, angle 1 will be 180 minus 70. Angle 1 will be equal to 110 degree. Right? This is the first answer. Now when I see this angle, I name it as angle 2. Angle 2 is equal to angle 1. Do you know why? Yes, they are vertically opposite angles, and we write that vertically opposite angles are equal. Yes. So therefore angle 2 is also equal to 110 degree. Then in the same triangle, that is, we will write in the triangle angle 2 plus angle x plus 30 degree will be equal to 180 degree. What is this property? Angle sum property of the triangle. 110 plus x plus 30 will be equal to 180. X will be 180 minus 140, that is 40 degree. So we have completed this question by first using the co-interior angle property, because these lines are parallel and this is the transversal. Then angle 1 is equal to angle 2, or angle 2 is equal to angle 1 by vertically opposite angles because they are equal. Then we apply the angle sum property and find the answer for x. Okay, next, this question. As you can see, the same, L is parallel to M and T is the transversal. Right? Yes. Now we know that this angle is given to us as 65 degree. We have to find x. So we write here angle x question mark. Now L is parallel to M and this is 65 degree. So as you can see that if I make these angles over here, this one. Before you proceed with the question, children, you have to analyze what can be done. Then you will start. Just don't directly see the question and start writing rubbish. Okay? First analyze, see which method we can apply or which property we can apply, and then proceed. So here I have used the angle, here I will use the alternate interior angle property, and then I will find the x, value of x. Okay? So what did I say? This angle I name it as next to 40, I name it as angle 1. Please draw a proper figure, because if it is not clear to you. Yeah, so angle 1 will be equal to 65 degree, and the answer will be what? Reason will be what? Alternate interior angles are equal. Then angle 1 plus 40 will be equal to x. You know why? Because this is an exterior angle. So therefore, angle 1 is how much? 65 plus 40, that is equal to 105 degree. And which property? Exterior angle is equal to the sum of the two interior opposite angles. Okay, yeah. So this completes your question number 6. Lines are parallel. This is a transversal. These two angles are what? They are alternate interior angles which are equal. So angle 1 will be 65. Then we proceed with the exterior angle property and then get the answer. Next, 7th. As you can see here that this line is parallel to this line, right? We can say BY is parallel to EZ and AX is parallel to what? CF. AX or AB is parallel to CF. We have to prove that ABY, angle ABY is equal to angle FDE or EDF. So let us write FDE. This we have to prove. Now, as I told you that first analyze the question. How will you prove that these two angles are equal? We have to somehow take the relation between the angle from here to here and then from here to this side. So what I'll do is I will take this angle as angle 1, right? Now if I say that angle, this one which is marked here, angle B, is equal to angle 1, they are alternate interior angles because these lines are parallel and this is a transversal. Now angle 1 is equal to angle FDE. You know why? Because they are corresponding angles, as these lines are also parallel and this is a transversal. So this B is equal to angle 1 by alternate, and angle 1 is equal to FDE, which is equal to corresponding angle property, and therefore we write that this angle will be equal to this angle. Okay, so I hope it is clear to you. We'll write the proof. We write what we'll write? This line AX, AB is parallel to CF, and what is a transversal? BY. BY is a transversal. Then angle 1 will be equal to angle ABY. Yes, and the reason will be, children, alternate interior angles are what? Equal. Yes. Now now I will take it in this page, because if I'll turn it, it will be difficult for me to. Next, now this one B, or we can write, okay, angle 1 is equal to angle FDE. FDE, the reason will be these two lines, that is BY is parallel to EZ, okay, and what is a transversal? CF. CF is a transversal. Okay, now we'll write, this is equation 2, this is equation 1. Now as you can see that 1 is equal to this angle and 1 is also equal to this angle. So we will write by 1 and 2, by equation 1 and 2. Angle 1 is equal to angle ABY, which is equal to angle FDE. Therefore, angle ABY is equal to angle FDE. Hence, proved. Okay. So therefore, by 1 and 2 we will write that, to understand we'll write that angle 1 is equal to FDE and 1 is also equal to ABY. Therefore, we will write by 1 and 2, ABY will be equal to angle FDE, and therefore we write hence proved. So I hope children these 3 questions are clear to you. You complete these 3 questions in your notebook, and this chapter lines and angles is complete, finished. Exercise are done, examples are done. If you have any doubt children, you can ask me. Okay, and Monday I will be beginning the new chapter. Till then you revise this chapter and your previous chapters which we have studied. Okay, all the best and have a nice day.